Hi, I'm Hope of Hope Made Yarn Co.
And I'm Kiesha of Simply Vintage Designs.
And together we're Pine Barren Knits. And this is episode 57.
I was going to say almost my age,
like,
but not
I got it, and then I didn't get it. Yeah, it's okay. All right. We are a podcast about the fiber arts, mostly knitting, sometimes crochet.
Very rarely sewing.
Very rarely. Yeah, I haven't made a bag. I think the last time I really sewed was when I made bags for everybody like 2 years ago or something like that.
Yeah,
for Christmas.
3.
No. I think it was 2.5, almost, or just about. June will be 2.5.
Not sure why she's
Something
nibbling
like
on it.
It's just been a while.
It's
Yeah,
been a minute.
I have fabric to make a skirt.
Oh, I have a ton of fabric.
Yeah, I haven't done anything with it.
I'm going to go touch it when I get home.
There you go.
So next time I can say, oh,
we are coming to you from the Pine Barrens of southern New Jersey. To be specific, we are in northern Cape May County, in Upper Township. If you have any idea where that is. Probably not, unless you're
outside
from
of
Cape May
Ocean
County.
City,
Yes,
New Jersey.
yes, we're 10 minutes from Ocean City, which is, most people know where Ocean City is.
Well, they might think Ocean City, Maryland.
This is true. We're Ocean City, New Jersey.
So we're Ocean City, New Jersey, where there's not booze.
No booze.
In the town. No booze.
No booze.
Unlike Ocean City, Maryland.
It's the, what is it, the like family resort or something?
It's
they
the
call
family
it?
resort.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Oh, and hello to new watchers. And hello to our friends. Old and new.
Yes. Hello to those
that
of you
was
who've
all
been with us before, and hello to those of you who are joining us for the first time.
It's like the Girl Scout song. Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other is gold.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, so we normally start with what we're wearing. You don't have any jewelry on today.
No, because I'm running after that.
on.
I have gym clothes on. I'm wearing 2 bras because I have to go for a run. I had a little incident a couple weeks ago. I had to be cut out of my running bra, but yes. But no, I'm not wearing any knitwear.
And you're not wearing any of your jewelry either.
No, I am not. Not wearing any jewelry.
Sometimes we say, but sometimes we don't say what we actually do. She does jewelry using her photography,
yes.
Which sometimes she's wearing. I don't even have any on today either.
Yeah.
I thought about it, and then I was just running behind, so it is what it is. And I'm the hand dyer behind Hope Made Yarn Co. So
I just want to let everybody know that this is my protein drink that I happen to put in an insulated wine cup. I forgot to put it in the freezer, and I had to put ice in, and I came over here, so that's why I'm doing this. I don't drink until after 12.
Oh yeah, well they don't even know what time of day it is. They have no idea.
Okay, so right
it is
now
actually morning.
It's 9:57. I usually only have mimosas on Sunday, and then on the weekday after 12.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
It's Thursday. Man, we are all over the place today. It is Thursday, May 8th. And she said about almost 10.
9:57.
So
on the East Coast.
Yeah. So
let's talk about what Hope's wearing.
What I'm wearing. Okay, so I am wearing the staple linen top. I'll stand up so you can actually see. It was knit in it's a Katia, I think, concept or something like that. I don't even know that you can get the yarn anymore, and they stopped.
Yeah, I think they were phasing it out when.
Yeah, I think this color was like being phased out. Plus, they don't wholesale to the U.S. anymore, so I don't think it's that easy to get the yarn. But this is it's the staple linen top by Joji Locatelli.
I like that.
There is yeah, there it is. I made it out. Yeah, the yarn I made it out of. I swear it said it was sport, but I would say this is more of a lace weight.
I really like that.
I like it. Obviously, I have to wear something underneath of it unless I'm really feeling frisky,
fancy
free. So I was actually thinking about knitting it again, maybe in my yarn. I also feel like, I swore I did a gauge, but I feel like this neck, I feel like hers was much lower.
Yeah.
Hers is lower than mine, so I don't know. I probably did something.
And would you consider that a quick knit? I feel like you got done with that in no time.
Yeah, this was super fast. This was like one of these big like a big cake of yarn, the way the yarn came, and I don't remember how many yards it was, but I didn't even use the whole thing. And you can see it changes color, like that's the yarn doing that.
Yeah.
This is not multiple different colors. This was one.
And don't you have a skirt that you wear it with or something?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Although they do go good with your...
Yeah, I know. I really like it
with your rain
this.
pants.
Yes, my rain pants. Yeah, so anyway, so that's... Yeah, it was a really easy, fun knit. I enjoyed it. Might make it again. Maybe try it out of my yarn. I don't know. Thinking about doing that. So, ooh, got the winder over here. So yeah, so that's what I'm wearing. So let's do we want to do our, oh, I'm with it. We'll do like our sum up of everything that we've been, because we've been busy the last couple of weeks. We actually have a few things to talk about. So let's talk about that after we talk about our knitting. That way, if anybody's not wanting to join us for that part, they can clear out after we talk about the knitting.
And the fun stuff we bought.
And the fun stuff we bought too. And so, but we do have shows coming up, but not until June. Oh, and we have a bunch of stuff actually coming up. So we'll give you a little bit more information about that towards the end, but just a little highlight. We have, at the end of May, we will be at the Pride Fest in Ocean City, New Jersey. It's at the Civic Center,
yes.
I think, which is in between like 5th and 6th Street.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's on the 31st. I think it's 9 a.m. to like 1 maybe?
Yes.
I think that's right. I'll have all that down in the notes, and we're going to have another podcast before that, so we'll talk about it again then. And then we have our first knit on the boardwalk.
June 4th.
June 4th. And man, we're busy. That's all like the same week time period. So
because we like to do that to ourselves, apparently.
And then we have our first summer show in Ocean City, the 6th and 7th of June. So boom, boom, boom. You can get lots of us all.
Yeah, you can a whole bunch of us. You can get sick of us.
So yeah, so we'll talk a little bit more about all of that later. Maybe not even today, because we can talk about it as the... What are you doing? Are you checking your teeth?
Yes, I just started using my trays again just for a little bit.
You are not supposed to be doing that.
And I noticed, I was like, damn, girl.
This one likes to whiten her teeth. She's going to whiten to the point of them being translucent before too long.
But I was looking at it, I was just like, damn. Sorry. Matches my gray. I was like, I don't know what's whiter. my teeth and my gray.
Anyway, so that's what we got coming up. So we have a knit-along going on. So it's a shawl-a-long, actually. It's not a knit-along. It's a shawl-a-long. You can knit, crochet, weave, whatever you want to do, but make a shawl. You can do it can be something that you've been working on for a while, or it can be a new project. I have already completed one that was a new cast on and one that was a whip.
Oh.
But that goes through until June 4th. So our beach knit day is the cutoff for the, because we will podcast the day after our first knit on the beach.
Yeah.
So that's the cutoff, June 4th. So you can make whatever you want. I did the Delphinia shawl by Amba O'Brien, and I also did the Zorzel by Lisa Haynes. That was my whip, because that was actually Ben's whip. He started and I finished it. So, there will be, that's okay, so we now have, Kiesha made us a Ravelry group page. Yeah. So, we still need to make a, like, welcome to the neighborhood type of.
I never think about that until I go on it, and then I get sidetracked.
Something going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we have a chatter thread for you to like post what you're thinking, what you're making, what you're working on, or ideas and things like that. And then we also have an FO thread, which I think we've got quite a few FOs already. People are getting their projects done. So I think a couple of people have put in more than one project, which is cool. Which, yes, you can enter as many shawls as you make during our shawl-a-long, you can enter. So so that's fun. There will be prizes at the end. We will be pulling for prizes after June 4th. So just as long as you get your FO in the FO thread. Now, if you are not on Ravelry and you would like to join us, you can send us a email at pinebarrenknits@gmail.com. We have a hashtag that you can share your things on Ravelry and not Ravelry, on Instagram and Blue Sky. It's PB Knits Shawl-a-long. But we're not gonna do we're not gonna pull from that because it's too hard to see you and we don't want to miss you on there. So make sure that you put either in our Ravelry group or send us an email with your finished object, and we will make sure that you get added into the drawing. It's just Instagram is very
weird
tricky to see things, so we just want to make sure that we catch you. So that's I think that's everything about the Knitalong. So yeah, we'll talk about like what we've been up to after we do our FOs and our. Neither of us have any FOs, do we? No FOs. No FOs. I had an FO last time, but not this year.
I did too. I had the socks.
Yeah, you. Oh man. Guess what I was supposed to do? Why am I trying to start heel flaps while I'm on?
Yeah. Come on, Kiesha. You know better.
Yeah. So now I'm gonna tink back.
You have to tell them about the sharing sock project.
Oh yes. I will.
I F up. She fixes it, and I knit her socks.
Yeah, that works out great. Yeah. Okay. So how many projects or how many whips do you have that you're going to talk about today?
I'm only going to talk about 3.
Okay, you start
4.
because I've only got 2. So you get started first.
All right. So I'll start off with. I'm no longer cursing about this anymore because I've kind of gotten used to it, and when I don't work on it, I kind of miss it. It's the portage. It's our Rhineback sweater, and yeah. So I'm finally to a point right now where it is. How should I say? Like it's easy.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Because I've gotten used to it now. Like
That's the portage.
Yeah.
By Melissa.
Scoobity scat bat bat.
Shush.
Somebody said it really good. Sarah. I think Sarah actually said it really good. Yeah, Sarah did.
I can't.
And she just flowed out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, that. But
I was like, I heard her say it, and I was like,
I did the same thing. I said I was gonna lock it in my brain. Nope. The squirrels took it away.
Yep.
But anyways, I think I'm making a little bit of progress. I really didn't get a chance to work on it at all this past.
Go and hold it up. Oh.
There we go.
That's not good. Okay.
But.
And what yarn are you using?
I am using. You're not going to believe this. Hope yarn. It is her cashmere blend one.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's
not.
DK.
Splendid DK. Oops.
8515 extra fine merino and
I did that with the which we'll call it
the
puff one.
Yep. The
yes.
Le Pouf was
yes.
my cashmere. This one is just my
8515.
I mean, it's, in my opinion,
it feels really soft.
It's almost as soft as my cashmere.
Yeah, it literally feels.
It's an extra fine merino. So if you know anything about microns and all that, man, I am kind of like scooching off the side.
Yeah, that's what I say. Something feels weird over here.
Maybe it's me.
Or Maybelline. Maybe it's me or Maybelline.
Here we go. Look at that.
There you go.
Oh, now we're both in the. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's an extra fine merino, which is 19.5 microns, which means it's very, very fine.
Nerd.
But that means that it's almost as soft as my cashmere one. So it's very soft.
Well, wait, I want to go into the tank then, right, with it.
What? You want? Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm gonna hold it. You probably can't see it here, but looking at it, look at that.
Yeah, you can totally see the.
You can totally see the purple,
but you can't see it up there.
You're not going to be able to see it still. You'll have to find me right back. Yeah. But yeah, I'm making.
I mean, look at how pretty that is.
Yeah, even if you can't see the purple. Yep.
That's so pretty.
This has like some kind of like purple haze. It's really pretty. So I'm going to hopeify myself and make a tank. Wish me luck. But I'm making, so I'm double.
It's a worsted weight tank, so it's not going to be.
I'm doing, it is the. Excuse me. It is, it's a Thank You. It's called Thank You. And it's by Amy Olsen. I can see that last name.
There you go.
And it looks kind of easy. I'm doing let me see.
Oh, here, you want to hold? I can hold the picture up.
Yeah. Oh wait, I think this one's better.
Oh yeah, that one's good. Yeah, there we go.
But it's a Thank You. It has a racer back tank top. So I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah, and it's got, I don't know, they probably can't see because it's not in color, but I don't know if you can see, but there's like little garter ridges every once in a while.
Yeah.
So it's not just a plain stockinette all the way down. It's got a little interest going on.
Yeah, the pattern is about 95 pages, so it's a good night read. I actually read through the pattern and highlighted all my sides because my teacher told me to do that. Although my teacher sometimes doesn't follow her own advice.
There might
just say it's more of a do as I say, not as I do type relationship.
Well, okay.
I've been knitting for 18 years.
No. That's what I was going to say. I can fix my own stuff.
That's true. Okay.
I've F it up. It's on me.
All right.
I'm going to be the one who's going to be fixing the mess up that I made.
Yes, that is true.
Which is, I do. I need to stop doing that because my arms, I do have tendonitis in both my elbows and cubital tunnel. And sometimes my arms are like, honey, you need to stop knitting.
Knitting's going to be a sport on ESPN soon.
When I make mistakes and I have to tear back, that means I'm knitting even more. And I'm like, what was I thinking?
And then she's got friends. She's got to correct their stuff. So we
that's why we made the deal. That's
why
we made the deal. So now when I'm working on somebody else's project, I just hand them my socks.
Yeah. It's like a bartering type thing.
Yeah.
But guys, I'm super excited about this. I mean, you really can't see the color. This goofball here, I pull it out, and she was like, "Hey, what color is that?" That's not
okay. In my defense, it is a new color. I have only dyed it twice.
It just looks so. I can't believe it's happening. But I'm super stoked. I can't wait until. And this is crazy. I love knitting double strand.
Yeah,
the two of them.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Something about it. I love knitting like that. Yeah. I remember when I would see her do it, I'm like, oh my God, that looks like so confusing. And now I'm just like, oh my God, give me all the double stranded, holding it, two things, whatever at the same time.
And part of the reason why I want you to do all that stuff is because you're stuck until you can get to me if you make a mistake. Whereas I have me here with me. So
all the time.
I'm
not
you stuck.
Until we figure out how to clone people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So I don't want people to be sitting around like they can't do anything because
that's why you have 10 whips.
Yeah. Well, this is true.
You just continue the mistakes in each one of them, and then you just give her a basket of whips and say, yeah, the pandemic.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. So I'm really excited. So that was that.
Right, so I cast on. Okay, so I cast this on twice because. No, this was totally because I make my socks with a 64 stitch cast on, and I haven't been knitting anything but socks for me or my mom, which I also do 64 stitch cast on.
Or you really haven't been doing a lot of knitting
socks. No.
Yeah,
and definitely not casting them on other than like the ones that are part of the sock set, which I haven't even cast on the spring one. So I had cast on the winter one, and then Ben did most of that. So that was back before Christmas. Yeah,
so it's been a minute.
Around Christmas. So I'm making socks for my youngest son. He's outgrowing all of his socks.
And steady talking.
Yeah. And I'm just, I'm casting on, and I'm not thinking about the fact that they're for my son and not for me. And I was doing this during the wool walk. So I actually, this is one of my purchases. I bought new needles because all of my sock needles were full. Maybe I should finish some socks.
I know.
So I bought some new Chow size 1 40-inch needles so that I could cast on socks for my son. And I did this on Saturday. Oh no, Friday, because we did Friday and Saturday. I cast on Friday, just, moving along, handing them to Kiesha when I'm fixing her mistakes and she's knitting, and then she hands it back to me and I go, oh man. Because his feet are bigger than mine and I have to cast on 72 stitches for him, not 64.
Yeah.
So rip, 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 rip.
And we all know the beginning stages of socks. It's a pain. No matter what, like how you do 2 at a time, 1 at a time. Just that beginning, so finicky and just
Yeah. So.
But she did. She regrouped quick because. Did you get the
Yeah, I got it all worked back in and like pretty quickly.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So I started them on Friday and then I started them again on Saturday. It's all good. Whatever. But I'm already, because I told him, I said, look, Mama doesn't have time to knit socks right now. So
this is it, shorty.
So yeah, so they're. I mean, technically, if he had normal size feet, no, just kidding, he has normal size feet. He wears like a 10 and a half, something like that, in men's. I'm doing a 5-inch leg for him. I said that's as much as I'm willing to do right now. So I do 72, this is for my son, 72 stitch cast on. I did the German twisted cast on. It's a 2x2 rib. There, I don't have a pattern. It's a formula that I use. So 2x2 rib. I did it for about 15 rows. After I did it, I was like, I should have gone further, but it's fine. So 15 rows, and then I just knit in the round until I hit 5 inches from cast on. And now I am just doing a slip stitch heel flap. So it's knit or slip 1, knit 1, slip 1, knit 1 to the end, and then slip 1, purl 1 back, and then slip 1, knit 1.
Cha-cha-cha.
Cha-cha-cha, exactly, to the end. So that's where I'm at now. So, and the color is Limoncello Spritz, which for some reason, so I stopped dyeing this color because I thought it was so close to another color that I had that I was like, well, there's no point. And the other color was doing a little bit better, but honestly, it is not.
It's completely different.
It is nothing like the other colors. So I don't know. And I kind of love this.
I really like that.
It's really
I think you should bring it back.
pretty. It might have to come back.
Bring it back. Bring it
So
back.
let me know if you like Limoncello Spritz. Let me know down in the comments. Maybe it'll
Not
come
just
back.
the beverage, but the yarn too.
Yeah. Yeah, because this is Marigold, which I love too, but it's
totally different.
Totally different.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is much more lemony.
Yeah.
And this is definitely just more
Marigold.
like a soft gold.
Yeah. Nope. I totally agree.
Totally different. It's funny because I swear when they were in skeins that they looked so similar.
Yeah, but they really do look different.
They are nothing alike at all.
Oh my gosh. No.
So that was my cast on. What do you got next?
Next up,
Hold on. 1 second. I forgot to say that I'm knitting it in JoJo's Favorite, which is my 75 fine merino and 25% recycled nylon. And it's 100 grams. It's my fingering weight, so it's 100 grams, 437 yards. And I think that's everything. Okay.
Next up, I am working on the Zorzal. I actually got to the next portion. The next wedge I'm on now. So I have so I'm doing the wrap and turns, which they're not that bad.
I don't know why we didn't like the Pure Joy. Like there was something about those wrap and turns that we just couldn't.
I couldn't grab, but I think it was because I was watching the guys and they had on that pure, and he said it had wrap and turns, and he said something about not picking.
Right. That's it. But it was the problem was we kept missing where they were supposed to be. So I don't know what it is about this that makes it easier to figure out where you're turning, but that was the problem with the other one. We just kept missing the turn, and then we were having to tink back, which was driving us crazy.
Yeah.
This one, it's very easy.
It's very easy. I don't know why.
Very easy to see where you're turning and where you need to go.
Then is that normal then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Because I wasn't going to say anything to her. I was going to keep doing it.
No. That's exactly right.
Because I feel like I might need one more stitch, but I'm going to pick that thing up somewhere at the end. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be
I totally stopped counting. So don't care.
This is the Zorzel.
Yeah.
By Lisa Haynes.
So I am on the next wedge, and this is one of Hope's one pots. But
it's fairly close to favorite jeans, which I only have on Hope's favorite, which is what that one is on.
The other color, and I can't remember all the specifics of it because I have it written down, but that's pages back, is Needles at the Ready Snowy River is the other color. So the next time when I'm going to be at that wedge, no, I'm not. Yes, I will. I may be. Who knows? I'll give you all the specifics of that. But
no, this wedge goes pretty quickly. It's the second wedge that takes a while. This one goes pretty fast.
Okay. So when I get to the second wedge that takes a while, I'll tell you guys all about it. But I'm really excited about this. I think this is going to be my new favorite shawl because it pretty much matches everything in my closet, I think. You know, you can wear it with jeans. I don't know. I'm really excited about this one. Yeah. And look, I got a little Simply Vintage Designs.
I've got one on too.
Oh, yeah. Stitch marker, thingamajiggy. Progress keeper.
I'm gonna move it up now that I talked about it because it's at the beginning because I was gonna, show you guys how far I got. But I got the whole leg done on both socks, so I'm excited.
This is the color.
Yep.
Living in my Blink. Is it Blink Waffle?
Bink.
Yeah.
Bink Waffle.
Oh my god. Bink Waffle bag. I love this. Love this bag. Cute. So cute. I haven't because it's reversible. I have yet to use the other side because I really like this. This is so cute.
I like that. But the other side's so cute too.
I know the other side's really cute too, but I really love.
It's dandelions, right? It's dandelions when they've gone to seed.
I don't know.
I think that's what it is. I think it's dandelions gone to seed. I think that's what it's supposed to be.
I don't know. I just thought it was like white thingies.
All right. So so I have. I guess I should have talked about this one before I did the other ones. You just talked about yours. So I have been making some major progress on my, which we showed you earlier, the portage. I should have just talked about it when Kiesha talked about hers. So this is my portage. So last time we podcasted, I was right here. And I've done all of this since the last podcast. So here's the thing. As Kiesha was saying, I tend to just knit and not pay attention to my pattern all that much. So I didn't realize that you were supposed to do increases once you got past the armhole. I thought we were done with increases. So I went back to look because I went to look at the pattern because I wanted to know how far I was supposed to knit the body before I started the next thing. Thankfully, I had only gotten about, I think, maybe 16 rows, I think I'd gotten done. I think that's where I was. Well, at row 12, I was supposed to do an increase. Okay, well, I didn't, so it's okay. I did it at 16 instead.
Was that during the trunk show?
I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it was. Yeah. I was like, oops, whoopsie. So my first increase is at row 16 instead of 12. And then because I have been working on this mostly around other people
in the dark,
chatting sometimes and chatting. The next one is probably, I think it was supposed to be at 14. I think the next one's at 16 too. And I think one of these, the increase is at row 14, but I think only one of them. So, whatever, it's all good. But I have to do, and you have, I think the pattern has me doing 5 increases or maybe 6 increases, but you've got 13 inches to get all the increases done. So I think I might have to do the ones at the bottom a little bit closer together, but it'll be fine.
It's all good.
And I actually don't know if I'm going to make it as long as it says, here, I'll show you. So, because it says 13 inches and then do 5 inches.
I'm shaking my head like I know what I'm talking about. I'm like, yes, it does say that.
I
can't even remember.
I think it's 13 inches and then 5 inches of ribbing, which most of my height's in my legs. It's not in my torso. So we're already down to my...
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah, we're already down to my natural waist and I'm at 8 inches. So if I did another 5 inches, we're and then another 5 inches.
Oh, wow. That's too long.
We're talking seriously long. Yeah. So I don't think, and it's also, superwash, so it's gonna most likely grow a little bit.
Yeah.
So I think that would be
Really good.
I think that would be way too long on me. So
Absolutely, I agree.
yeah, because like I have a shorter torso and really long legs, so I think I'm gonna do maybe 12 inches max for the body, and then do the maybe even a little bit less. I don't know.
I'm a visual learner, so I'm gonna be very transparent with everyone. When Hope was like saying all this about the decreases, blah blah blah, and I'm thinking, yeah, I had no idea what she was talking about. But then when she put it on, then it made sense, because I was like, can people tell that I don't know what I'm listening to? Because I have no idea. I'm just sitting there like, yeah, you're right. I say do it. But then when she put it on, I'm like, oh, okay, now I see what you're saying. Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah. So I think it would be too long. I really do.
like how the colors look back here.
Well, it's funny because it does not.
Yeah, it's not showing there at all.
You can see the pattern,
but it looks so cool.
The speckling is really.
Yeah.
You're not getting the real like feel of the speckles on here. They just all look gray.
That turned out to be a really good color.
Yeah, they all just look kind of gray on here. But see, you can see that.
It's definitely warmer in person.
Yeah. You're not getting the full effect of all the different colors that are in the speckles. They're not all gray. So I think you can see on the picture that I posted on the website. Oh, which I also realized, I'll talk about it later. I'll talk about it later in Shop Talk, but there's lots that my website anyway. But yeah, I mean, look at all these colors.
Yeah.
And you're not seeing
You're not seeing it, but
I need to get a really good close-up picture and post that on, because I don't think I have one of those. I mean, I have a good close-up picture of the actual yarn, but not.
And that's something else that's going to go with a lot of stuff in your
it's going to be so nice. So I'm loving this knit. I'm using this little, I think I talked about this I'm using this Flox tool.
Flox multi-tool.
Yeah, this little Flox multi-tool.
The MacGyver for knitters.
It is. It's so cool. You can use it for all these different things. I'm using it as a cable needle right now, and it is, I will be honest with you, this is my favorite cable needle. I love this. This is so
versatile.
So versatile. Like
MacGyver.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So I definitely, and I first started, like, everybody's like, oh, it's just a 2x2. You don't really need a cable needle. Well, if you're a tight knitter like me, apparently you need a cable needle, because
and if you don't know what you're doing like me, you're gonna.
When I first started, like, I was doing it without a cable needle, and it looks terrible. And then I started doing it with a cable needle, and look at how nice that cable looks. It looks so good.
It's really pretty.
Yeah. So yeah, this is definitely my favorite cable needle.
Don't forget, MacGyver.
Oh, and I also have our friend Angie, who we love. She just started. She's got an Etsy now. Even I think she.
Yes.
We don't have the packages because we got these were gifts to us.
Yes.
At Rhinebeck.
Oh, I put mine away.
I think it's Twinkle Dimple. Is it Twinkle Dimple?
Yes.
Or Dimple? It's.
Wait.
I might be switching that around. I think it's Twinkle Dimple, not the other way around. I feel like I don't know. It is. It's Twinkle Dimple Studios. Yes. She's got I can talk. She has an Instagram page. She also, I think, just started her Etsy too.
Yes.
So she's Twinkle Dimple Studios on Instagram. And she...
Wait, I don't...
So I'm talking about her.
I don't know if she does.
Oh, it's not started yet?
No, I don't know, because she just has them at the yarn shop and email for orders or wholesale.
Oh, maybe she's still working on the Etsy. But I think I thought she said she was going to do an Etsy.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, you can get her stitch markers on the Skein from Skein's website. Skein, Skein Yarn Shop in Rhode Island has a website. You can get her. Now we're saying all this, and we haven't actually shown you what we're talking about. So these are her stitch markers.
Yes.
How pretty are these? And she has progress keepers too. They are so
cute. Yeah.
Pretty. And this is funny because, like, these were gifts that we got at.
But they all match. The ones that we picked, they all match our project.
I know.
Perfectly.
Look at how perfectly this matches my project. It's so good. So those are the stitch markers I'm using, and they're such happy, fun stitch markers.
Wait. Here, show mine.
I actually don't have a because I ran out of your stitch markers. I need to get some more of yours.
Yes.
I don't even have any of your progress keepers on this because I didn't have any left for this project.
But show mine. How mine perfectly
socks.
goes with
yeah,
mine.
I know.
Is that crazy or
so
what?
good.
And we all picked ours.
I know. So good. Look at that. So pretty. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
She coughed.
So-
They covered
Allergy season. Woo.
Oh my gosh.
Got a tickle in my throat.
Well, Jonah.
Yeah.
You need to
I took my allergy medicine. Oh, I had to. My eyes
Yeah.
were bloodshot this morning when I woke up. Yeah.
Yeah, I
My
did.
allergy medicine had worn off.
Yes, folks. Don't forget, because it's kind of,
It's bad.
The other day I could taste it.
Oh, and Lisa reminded me to make sure that you turn off the vent in your car to have it recycling the air instead of pulling it from outside. I was like, that's a good thing to think about.
Yep.
Especially when
Never
I'm
thought about that.
carting my asthmatic kid around. He definitely does not need
You know
outside
what? He
air.
dresses like pollen. Think about it. I wonder if that's like a secret, like a trick. Apollo's like, oh no, that's big walking pollen coming towards us. I never thought about that. What are you for Halloween? I'm pollen.
So if you like the Twinkle Dimple stitch markers, you can get them now. They're so pretty. So
Yes.
So and we love Angie. She's awesome. She's
I
fantastic.
love all of them. They're so
I
cool.
know. They posted that they were all doing the Woolens and Nosh.
I saw
night.
that.
They were always like,
Yeah. It was like
was
drafty.
so cute.
Like they were all I don't know. It was
yeah,
cool.
I know, it was funny. Oh,
Yeah.
I missed them. Anyway, but yeah, so go get your stitch markers because they are pretty.
They're
and progress
beautiful.
keepers, they're very
Yeah.
pretty. And somebody's kind of slacking on her Etsy, so
I know.
I don't know that
am.
you can get many of this ones right
I just
now.
is I don't know. Etsy is just
Yeah, you
so,
said it's been.
It's weird. They want you to do all this work and then they're taking money from you, and it's just I don't know.
It's been difficult.
Every time I sit down,
But you have your stuff over in Ocean City.
I have
too,
my stuff in Ocean City. Yes,
at the
Art on Asbury.
at Art on Asbury. You know,
Yes.
I've never been in there.
It's a neat place.
I can get my stuff whenever I want.
I know.
to, 'cause
Just like I can get my yarn
Yeah.
whenever I want to.
I don't have to go
Sitting
there.
there.
So anyway, yeah. So that's my thing. I might very well be to the ribbing by the next. And let me tell you, that's the part I'm not looking forward to. 5 inches of 1x1 rib.
Yeah, that's gonna be a doozy.
I'm not looking forward to that. So you have one more?
Yes. So I finally got back to working on eyebrow socks, and eyebrows is my husband. Maybe I should call him mustache because he grew in a 1975 mustache. I'm not sure why. I think to torture me. He said he's getting me prepared for the beard because he has a year and some months before he retires.
And he's gonna have a beard.
You know, he doesn't know how to work with the facial hair yet because you can tell what. Bleh. We'll see. I said we have to talk about it. But anyways, this is a color that he picked out. This is Boston Fiber. It's their Walter DK.
That is not the color at all.
It's not the color. It's called Seaside Holiday.
It's very turquoise. And
Yeah.
that's coming out very blue.
But he picked it out. Again, I can't remember the specifics. I have it written down my other. Well, I do have it written down here, but it's too many pages back, and I'll get sidetracked. And
What's
we don't
the
want
color
that.
called?
Seaside Holiday.
Oh, okay.
Just the fact that I remember it was Seaside Holiday, but it's called. It's their Walter DK.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and he has a Fred Flintstone to ShopRite. Excellent savings. Hurry in.
Oh, I didn't put it on.
But
It's
yeah, so he has a Fred Flintstone foot. It's literally like a square. What's wrong?
no, I'm just like it's wide.
Yeah, he does. He has it's like a square. Yabba dabba do. So, but I'm finally working on the I guess the actual football. Yeah. It's so funny because now, like doing the hill and stuff, like remember I used to always get stuck on that. That just would blow my mind. And now I'm just like whip through it.
You're just flying through socks.
Just flying. And I really enjoy doing socks now, which is crazy. But yeah, I really enjoy making socks now. Now we'll see because I'm doing Kid 3 socks 2 at a time.
Okay.
So we'll see how I do with the hill on that one.
Maybe it's maybe one at a time is your
My jam?
Your jam.
Yeah.
Because you haven't been doing 2 at a time. You've just been doing 1 at a time, and you've been flying through them.
Yeah, it's weird too, because even with Kit 3s, you would think that I would pick that up. I don't pick that one up as much, which is odd. So we'll see, because I have the
So maybe
I'm a one, you know what I mean, a one sock
knitter.
person, and I don't get that. What do they call that syndrome where you don't do the other sock?
But yeah, you don't get second sock.
I don't get second sock syndrome.
You go from one and you cast the second one on as soon as the first one comes
even
off.
if it's fingering.
Yeah.
And I think it's that weird thing in my head, like a little ADHD. Well, I do have ADHD,
so
but
maybe
it's something
better
about
for you.
Yeah, I have to. Like, it's weird. Like, I literally can't move on because I gotta start and finish that next sock. So I think I just figured myself out. So
yeah. So yeah.
Jacob might be getting married. He'll get his socks.
Well, no, you can just take one. So when
I want to see how I'm doing on it.
I was gonna say, 'cause if you have a spare needle, you could just take one of them off, leave the other one on the needle that it's on, and then just knit the one, and then finish the other one off when Because I actually started the Rhinebeck ones 1 at a time, and then ended up putting them together. And then I even started the winter ones.
Right.
I started them. I had I did the whole leg, each 1 at a time, and then got them down past the heel, I think, and then put them on 2 at a time.
I don't know. I think that might be that. I'm interested to see how that's going to work with me. Like a little project.
And that's why I always say you have to figure out your, I can tell you my sock recipe. I can tell you what I do.
Right.
But what I do works for me.
Yeah.
That doesn't say it's going to work for you.
Everybody. Right.
You have to figure out what works for you.
Yeah.
So.
And I just think I'm one of those people where, I can't move on until the other one's done. You know, where I feel like with the seconds, like I'm doing them both together, I'm like, eh. But again, that's me. And you would think because I have ADHD, that I'll forget about it, but it's like, I guess, a little OCD where nope, gotta finish that sock, gotta finish it,
and that's
because think about my mother-in-law's socks. That was 2 at a time.
And you were not.
Oh my goodness, that was a nightmare for me. Yeah, I think when I go home, I'm going to just separate those socks.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, everybody
has their own flow.
And so, and it's like you have to figure out which needles work for you. You have to figure out whether it's 1 at a time, 2 at a time, toe up, top down, whatever. You have to figure out what.
There's no set rule.
Exactly. There's no set rules.
Everybody has their own.
And honestly, if you find a pattern that you really like I mostly make vanilla socks because most of my socks are in some sort of variegated or speckled or something yarn. But if you want to make a pattern too, and you like the patterning of the sock, but you don't want to do it in the way that they're telling you to do it, you can change that. If it says it's toe up or top down, and you are, whatever, you're a top down knitter or a toe up knitter, and it's the pattern's the opposite, or it has a different heel than you like, or it tells you to use different needles, you don't have to do any of that. You can do what works for you. And
I've done that with the vanilla lattes. Like, it has that.
Yeah, the pattern.
That pattern. And one pair of socks, I think I just did the leg part that way. I didn't do the whole sock that way. And then other socks, I just don't do it at all. Because, sometimes when I'm doing socks, I want them to be my conversation knitting. Yeah.
That's a lot of my socks. I mean, and also I'm knitting, a lot of times I'm knitting socks for my son, who he's going to be rough on them, and I'm not sitting there.
It's been on that time.
And he grows out. Thankfully, he has slowed down on growing, though the reason I'm making him socks right now is because he's like, Mom, all my socks are getting too short and the heel's going underneath my foot. And then I had a light bulb moment. So I started these. And then after I started these, I had a light bulb moment. They're not too, he can get them over his heel. They're just too short. And I was like, what am I doing? I can just cut the toes off and pick up the stitches and knit them a little bit longer, and
voila.
And voila, I'm no more of this nonsense of completely, because he has he's actually, I gave him a couple pairs of my old socks, which those aren't too small on him, but all the rest of his socks are getting too short. And I'm like, I don't want to knit him that. I don't have time. I don't have time. My arms, as I said, I suffer from tendonitis that flares up every once in a while. My arms can't handle knitting things for him that are not going to be samples and knitting samples at the same time. So I'm going to whip out some toes, and that's it.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
Yeah, so that'll be good. then I'm not having to knit them. Because the socks are, he hasn't even had them that long. They're in great shape. There's no wear, nothing. They're practically brand new. And yeah, there's no reason to not just make them longer. So that's what I'm going to do for that.
Problem solved. Recycle, reuse.
Maybe I'll show you guys when I do that. Maybe I'll try to take a video or something. Yeah, the last time I tried to do that, when I did the sleeves, remember, if you've been with us a long time, you'll know that way early on our podcast, I made a sweater and the sleeves were too short. So I cut the yarn and I took them apart and I knit 2 more inches and then I put that's in the horror movie because
section.
The sleeve had color work in it and I didn't want to reknit the whole color work. I took video of it. I don't know what happened. The video disappeared. So I never got to share it with you guys because it just disappeared. So it happens, whatever. So I'll try again. Maybe this time I can not have it disappear. Yeah. Maybe I'll borrow that, the little, the thing, because I can use it now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the color of that case.
Yeah, I know. I did kind of want to stay with my, aqua, and then I was like,
I like that, though. That's more,
I like it, too. So, okay.
Sidetrack.
Once again, we digress. All right, so
that's all I bought with my whips.
So yeah, I think that's pretty much all of the knitting content. Oh my goodness, we're 48 minutes already. So if you were only here for the knitting content, that's it. Now we're going to talk about
what we bought,
what we've been up to, what we bought. I've got some shop talk. Maybe I should do shop talk. Actually, let me do shop talk. So if you're here for that too. And then we'll get into
what we did and what we bought.
Exactly. All right. So I've been really busy the last couple months. If you've been with us, you know that. We've had shows and I've had wholesale orders and things like that. So I'd been kind of neglecting my website, which wasn't that big of a deal because most of the things, I was making sure if it was a one pot, I was making sure that I was fixing the inventory on one pots, but I may not have been fixing the inventory on everything.
Well, it's tough. You're one person.
Yeah. So, which is fine. I mean, if somebody orders something, like somebody ordered fairy lights the other day, I didn't have any in stock. I dyed it real quick. It's already out in the mail. So no big deal. But I didn't realize that I've been talking about things on here and telling you, oh, I have new, where did I put them? Okay, I have them over here somewhere. I have new sock sets for spring. You can order them now. This is what I'm telling you, all right? Well, you could have ordered them, except that I set the stock at 2. So when 2 people ordered them, then I was out of stock. So if you did want a sock set, I am so sorry. If you did want a sock set, I still have sock sets. It goes until the end of June. It is now open and you can actually order them. And I actually have some in stock right now. So if you did order them, it's a pre-order, but right now I have some in stock. So if you order them, they'll go out fairly quickly. I'm sorry. I apologize. Anyway, this is my spring sock set. It's April Showers, Bring May Flowers. It is just all speckled with all of those springy colors, your lilac and your hyacinth and that spring green and yellow for the daffodils. And, it just has all of those really good little pops of that hot pink, really that tulipy, pretty pink. Anyway, and then of course this is I don't know if you can get it, that it's a tonally blue. I think I have one that's not attached. So you can get the set, or you can get there you go. Yeah. I think that's love these colors. So pretty. You can either get the set, or you can get just the 50 gram main color, or you can get the, that's not showing very well, but you get, there you go. There you go. You can see. That's it's not
pretty.
This is coming out more blue. This is not quite as blue, but you can look at the picture online. It has a good picture, but you can get it however you want. I don't have an example anymore because I gave my mom her socks.
Oh, I was
but you can get if you have a larger foot, only do a 5-inch leg. If you have a smaller foot, you can do probably a 6-inch leg. I made my mom a pair. She wears a size 9, and I did a 6-inch leg on hers. And I had plenty of yarn. I even had a little bit left over. So it's 70 grams altogether. Technically a little bit more because my skeins may weigh a little bit more than what they say. So, so you've got plenty to make most sizes. And especially if you're doing shorties, you've got plenty to do shorties. But if say you're making a men's 13, you might be a little shy. You might want to get 2 of these, if you're making like a big size. But otherwise, you should have plenty of yarn to make them. Anyway, and look at that. Look at those. Oh,
that's really pretty.
Yeah. So they're available now. I am so sorry. And you know what? If you guys see something like that, if you're trying to order something and you're like, she said that it was here, there's a contact. You can contact me. Don't feel like you can't contact me. You could contact me anytime and say, hey, Hope, I was looking for the sock set. Is it still available? And I will usually probably say, oh, let me go fix my website. I'm so sorry. I'm one person. I'm trying my best, but I am not super techie anyway. And I am fully in charge of my website. So yeah, anyway, there's that. I also have, I think I might have talked about some of my new colors maybe last time. I also realized that I have Moody Blue on, which I don't know if this will, hey, that's actually pretty good.
Oh yeah. Oh, and DK.
I have Moody Blue in
wow.
DK, Hope's favorite. Well, it's not Hope's favorite anymore. It's Hope MCN or just Hope, which is my cashmere base. I have it in that, and I have it in JoJo. None of it's on the website. I apologize. I will get it there.
I really like that.
Yeah, I know. It's good. Oh, and I have it. I think I actually have Moody Blue up on the Yak base. Just under the Yak listing, I realized that I am missing a bunch of the color. So it might actually be listed, but there might not be a photo. It might be listed under this Splendid DK. You might be able to get this, but there might not actually be a photo of it yet, because I realized I don't have any photos of this. I do have the photo, I think, of it on Yak, and it's listed under the Joy, which is my Yak base.
Joy.
So that one does actually have a photo.
Sunshine.
I'm working on it. That's what we don't have any shows this month, so I'm working. This month
is going by very fast.
I know. It's crazy. It's already the 8th. So I'm working on trying to get photographs. So if you are not signed up for my newsletter, please sign up for my newsletter, because once I get all of the photos up and I get everything set, I am going to have a sale. I'm going to have an end of season sale. So if you're not signed up for my newsletter, sign up for my newsletter or go follow me on Instagram, because those are the 2 places where I will be announcing. I'm hoping to get it done by next week. I want to have the sale going. It's like I said, I have photographs to take. So I'm working on that. I actually have a bag of stuff over here that I just finished photographing. I realized, I think I talked about Timey-Wimey on here. That was also not on the website. Here's Timey-Wimey. So I have a bunch of new colors that
I really like
some of them are now up on the website, and some of them I'm still working on. I have Message in a Bottle, which is new color. I think I talked about it before. I only had it on JoJo. Now I have it on JoJo, Hope, and Splendid DK. Kiesha would like to see that. So I also have I listed some one pots. I listed some one pots. This was supposed to be my new color, Iris. Sometimes I don't even read my own notes when I'm dyeing a color, and I did an oops. So this is Iris. This is Iris. This is not Iris. So I have 6 of these not Iris.
I like not Iris.
Yeah, that's not Iris.
Yeah.
But this is Iris. So I have 6 not Iris. I currently only have 1 Iris in stock on DK. I am working on restocking, but
This is really pretty though.
Yeah, it is pretty. It's just it's not
for you one pot pans. For you one pot pans. Oh, say that 10 times fast.
Yes, I've added a couple of new one pots. I have 2 of this one. which it's lovely. It just, I was trying. So I talked about going to Longwood Garden.
I feel like I did.
I think you did. I'm not sure. Somebody did because I only have 2 left. So I only have 2 of this one left. Oh, I told you I went to Longwood Gardens a couple weeks back, and there was blue poppies there. And this was my attempt to do blue poppy, and it's okay, but I'm going to tweak it a little bit and try one more time because it didn't quite, it's pretty. It's very pretty. I mean, it is gorgeous. It just wasn't quite what I had envisioned for blue poppy. So keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, the blue poppy that she took a picture of is, I mean, it's close.
But it just needs something. It needs a little tweaking. So I'm going to work on that. So, but I have 2 of these. I guess we could say
I guess I did.
They're not blue poppy. Anyway, I've got 2 not blue poppies. Up on the website. I have these on the website now. This was one of my attempts to get the Rhody Beach Day color figured out. So I have 3 of this available. So this is 1 pot, 85. So this was my, when I was working, when you are working on colors, especially when you're doing something like that, custom colors, occasionally you have to try a couple times before you get it exactly right. So this is one of the 1 pots that I was working on. These are on JoJo's favorite. This is also on JoJo's favorite. This is Splendid DK. But yeah, so I have some of this stuff up. I will be adding more stuff. I also have, I had been out of stock for a while in Garden Party. I now, no, okay. I don't have any in DK. I sold out of the DK that I had. But I do have it on Hope, JoJo, and now I have Garden Party on Joy. And yeah,
it's really pretty.
I really like it on Joy. It's good. So if you were looking for Garden Party, it is back in stock. And everything is what I currently have in stock. Oh.
I'm reading stuff I have no business reading. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I was like, stop being nosy, Kiesha. Stop being nosy.
And I have a few other new colors in Joy. I think I had the bag out. Now I know where to drop to. Oh, there it is. If you guys follow me on Instagram, my friend Debbie from the Dyer Behind Murky Depth Dye Works, she just posted the other day because we were doing we did our trunk show during the Wool Walk. On Friday, there was the 3 of us doing the trunk show together, which we've done for the last 2 years, which is super fun. I mean, we always love going to the local yarn store because we love Irina and we love all of her community up there.
Yeah.
But we also met Debbie last year during the Wool Walk, and we love her too. And she actually bought a quantity of yarn to make the Slip Stravaganza shawl by Stephen West. While we were there, I think I've got all the colors right. What was the other one that she did? Did she get? I'm trying to think now.
Well,
I think it was Pinelands was the other one.
Yeah, I feel like that was.
It was Pinelands and I feel like it was these. Oops, as I dropped them. I feel like it was these. But if you follow me on Instagram, you probably already saw this. It was, I put it in, well, no, because nobody sees my stories.
Really?
Like 50 people usually see my stories. So you may not have seen it. So, but she posted it. So if you don't follow Murky Depths, go follow Murky Depths because she's fantastic. No, I have one of the wrong. Oh, I know which one I have wrong. That was the one I wanted to show them because I don't know that I've shown you guys. This is a new color too. This is Malving on Up. So
Malving on Up.
So that's Malving on Up. So that is the colors that she got to do the Slip Stravaganza. How good is that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I wish I had time to make something with those colors too. These are some of these colors I've had since okay. So this one, if you guys were with us before, I got pulled a little bit. this is Secret Garden, and this is one of the colors that I have in my Delphinia shawl. Brain, it's all good. So you see all those speckles.
She was buffering.
Yes, I was. The speckles. So that's in there. But like I've had mossy since this is a staple color of mine. This is like I love mossy. So some of these and this is a very early on color too.
That's on Yak right now, right?
This is on Yak. These
like
are
that.
on Yak. It looks really good on Yak. But yeah, I've won it like because these colors have always been popular on their own without needing samples. I haven't actually gotten to knit anything with them. I kind of want to. But when I don't like when you all will buy them without needing a sample knit up, I don't get to knit samples that often. Yeah. So then I have to live vicariously through all of you. So please share your makes because I love seeing them. And there's just not enough hours in the day to knit with all of my yarn.
Nope.
I wish there was, but there's not. But look at that. Oh,
yeah.
Wouldn't these colors?
Pretty.
Oh yeah, I need to make something with them eventually. Anyway, so
I really like this one.
So everything. I don't have separate colorway listings for all of the Yak yet, but I do have a Yak base listing with all of these colors listed under there. I think most or all of them. This one doesn't have a picture yet. This is Garden Party. It doesn't have a picture. I need to get a picture. I think everything else has a picture. So yeah. So if you want to get them, you can. I think that's pretty much it for Shop Talk. I have very little Iris. I think I have 2 in JoJo and 1 in DK, and that's all I have of Iris. And I don't have that listing up yet. I don't think, or maybe I did. I don't remember. That might be listed under the thing without photos because I haven't gotten a chance to photograph because I really don't have yarn to photograph. So I need to dye that here coming up soon. Lots of stuff to get done. But that I think is all for Shop Talk. And now we can talk about what we've been up to.
Yes.
This is going to be a long one, guys. Sorry. Or yay, because I know some of you say that you love to sit and knit while we chat. So
yes. Oh, but a little bit about my Shop Talk. I do plan on, this is my purging month, house stuff and studio stuff. My husband's working with me right now, so we can just have my studio set up a little bit easier so I can like do photos and stuff in my studio. Because meanwhile, right now I take everything downstairs and photograph. I don't know. It's just
because that's part of the hard part. Is getting the photos.
Getting
like,
the photos
we can
and
get the stuff done, but getting it photographed.
Yeah. Like, so he's trying to like fix something where I can have it set up in my studio where I can like finish it and then
photo like immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a great idea.
Yeah. So
my list of what needs to be photographed.
Yeah, and that's where I'm at right now. I have a lot of inventory because for me it's a little bit different. You know, my jewelry isn't consumable, so you know what I mean. So I kind of have the inventory that I want right now. There are some things that creatively ideas and stuff that I have that I want to do. So you'll see that in the next coming months and all. But like right now, May's a big organizing, purging month and things that I probably won't bring back anymore, but we'll talk about that at another time. So, what's next?
Are we going to talk about what we
what we've been doing.
What we've been up to.
Yes.
So we talked a little bit about it. We had right after our last podcast, I think it actually came out the day before. No, I think we did it. I think we posted on Thursday. Yeah. And Friday started the wool. Well, for us, it started the wool walk. The wool walk actually started on Wednesday of that week. Right. And if you don't know what the wool walk is, it is 22 stores in the state of New Jersey have special things going on. It goes from Wednesday through Sunday. Yeah.
You get a passport.
You get a passport. They have each store has a stitch marker. That
this year's was really cool.
Yeah, they're really cool. They have, oops, hello. I don't know if you can see. Oh yeah, you can sort of see that they have the zip code on them. This was the one from String Theory. This tealy one was the one from
the
local yarn store. And they get Catrinkles. They're Catrinkles. They're made by Catrinkles. So very cool. Sarah, because her store, she's a crocheter and she has a lot of crochet customers. Here, I'm going to take it off so I can show you better. She got crochet ones this year, which are attached to the little light bulb progress keepers, which I think is so cool. So there you go. So very cool. Yeah, so that was that. And they're also, do you have yours? I don't know if I have mine. The tape measure. I don't know where. Where's mine? Oh wait, no, I might have put it in this pocket.
Nope, mine isn't mine. Oh, wait a minute.
I got it.
Okay.
So they also had, you could get a tape measure that says NJWW.
It's like a soft
20,
case.
25. It is. It's like squishy. It's really cool. So, and it's got little. No, well, maybe. Oh, yep, there it goes.
Wait, what just happened?
You get the button to push and then.
Yeah, it's really cute.
So yeah, so we got that. Did they have a bag too this year? I don't remember.
I can't remember.
I didn't see it if they did.
I don't.
I know in past years they've had a bag, but if they
I
had
feel like
them,
they might. I can't.
They might have been out of them by the time, because I know we were at the local yarn store for Friday and Saturday, and she ran out of the passports.
Yeah.
She had to get passports from another store. So with the passport, most of the stores, or all of them, I'm not sure, offer discounts. So discounts, but you have to have the passport to get the discounts. And they all have like little giveaways going on and raffles, and the proceeds from the passports and like the raffles and things like that, they all go to local food banks and things throughout the state of New Jersey. So
yeah,
it's just a fantastic,
really cool.
like a really fun, a fun thing to do. We had met several people that were doing the whole thing, and then other people that were just picking a few stores. And as long as you go to visit one store, you're entered into the drawings.
Yeah.
But if you visit every store, there's a big drawing that you are entered into. So pretty cool.
And do you get to enter at each store too? Like each store,
each store has,
so you have more chances of winning, I think.
Well, no, it's a different. Each store had its own giveaway too. Like Sarah.
But wait, what about for the big prize though?
No, that's the big prize. You have to do all of the stores to enter for the very big prize.
Okay, all right.
But as long as you visit one store, there were smaller prizes that you could enter into. I think it was like different tiers. Like if you went to one store and then like maybe 8 stores and then I don't remember. Don't quote me on that because I do not know the exact.
And again, remember, I always shake my head and I don't know or understand what's happening. So
I think there were different tiers. I know that they had a big drawing if you did all of the stores, and then each store. Like I know, I was watching. Our friend Sarah at String Theory has started a podcast, and I was watching her podcast the other day, and she was talking about her giveaway. They had a basket from the White Horse.
Yes, I saw that.
That was really cool. So, and also a basket of yarn. Yeah. So if you visited her store, everybody who visited the store and had a passport was entered into that drawing.
And White Horse is a really cool, it's a fancy liquor store. Yeah, it has 2 restaurants.
And restaurants, and it's
really
not
cool.
just a liquor store. It's got other stuff. And actually, the basket didn't have any liquor in it. Yeah, it was other stuff.
Yeah, because you have to file differently for that.
Right, exactly.
No, it is a liquor store though.
Right. Yes.
And it's also local, small. Well,
it's a local small business.
It's Ocean City.
Yeah,
not in Ocean City, which is odd.
No, it's local to Ocean City, but
but it's really cool.
It's really So
Lola's, isn't that the restaurant?
Yeah, it's Lola's.
I can't remember.
She was talking about. I want to go there we went for lunch. I want to go for breakfast. They got beignets and whatnot.
I know.
And it's a cafe. Like I want to go get coffee and treats. We need to.
Yeah, they have like a restaurant in the store that we went to before, and then do knit up there.
We need to go early before knitting. Have breakfast and then go to knitting.
Oh yeah,
that's what we should do. That actually would work out better for me anyway, because by the time knitting's done, I have other stuff I need to get done.
I know. I always feel like I have a whole bunch of stuff to do, and they are ladies of leisure because they're just like, oh, let's go for lunch, and I'm like, I've got to let out the dog, do this, that.
We still have kids at home.
I'm like, I would love to. One day I'll be a lady of leisure.
Yeah, we're not there yet. So Okay, so yes, so we did the wool walk. Did you get some things? I think you got some things. I got the needles that I already showed you.
Oh,
That's
at the wool walk.
Yeah.
Yes. So I bought some yarn from our friend Deb from the
Murky Dep.
Murky Dep. She couldn't even walk in the door before I first attack her with a hug, because I'm a hugger. And she had on a sweater, and the sweater was
Oh, here, let me find it. The
Elton pullover. And she had, hers was like a bluish whatever. So I knew exactly. I bought a sweater quantity of her yarn. I got the, so these will be the 2 colors that I'll do my, okay.
That's the Elton pullover by Joji Locatelli.
Yeah. And these are the colors that I got. I have never worked with this type of yarn, but I don't know if y'all notice, I stay buying it now.
Well, and this is different because you've gotten some mohair, but this is...
It is 41% alpaca, 36% silk, 13% merino.
And 10% yak.
Yeah.
So that's her Yakapaka lace.
Yes.
Yakapaka lace. And then this is her...
That is her fingering How do you say it?
Yakima
Fingering is 65% super wash. Merino. Sorry, sport weight. Sorry.
No, it's superwash merino.
I thought SW was sport weight.
No, superwash.
Superwash merino, 20% silk, and 15% yak.
Oh, okay. It's 523 yards and 120 grams.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't realize it was larger skeins. That's a lot of yarn there.
It doesn't look like that, but it doesn't look like it's 500.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
But
yeah.
So I'm pretty excited. But but my plan for that is Elton pullover.
Yeah. Beautiful.
And the color is lemongrass.
Yes, that's beautiful.
Yeah. So
Oh, which I guess we talked about. We didn't actually talk. Thank you to everybody who came out to see us. So many people stopped by and said that they watch us.
Yep.
And thank you so much. We appreciate that. And some people had visited us at past wool walks and came back and showed us what they had been making.
Yeah.
Which were beautiful, and we love that. It's really
I gotta
nice
start taking pictures and stuff too.
And then I actually had a customer who bought some of my Moody Blue on my my non-superwash, and that she wanted to get a fuzzy yarn. And she was hoping that I had a fuzzy yarn that went with it. I don't do any fuzzy yarns because I am allergic to most of them. I haven't actually tried this one, but alpaca I have tried in the past, and it was not my friend. So I just don't do any of the fuzzy yarns. But our friend Deb at Murky Depths had a blue that went perfectly. I mean, perfectly. It was so good. I went over and showed her that. So I was like, yay, that's really cool. so that's neat.
I also bought needles because I replaced the collage. What is this, collage?
Collage.
The collage. I still haven't tried what everybody says. Put it in some, I guess, boiling water to see if it straightens out. I haven't tried it yet, but I had to replace. It was just. I knew it as it got bigger, maybe
it would be okay. And
it would be okay.
You might be able to switch back.
Yeah.
She was using for the Zorzel.
Yeah.
And because she was just the very beginning stages.
Yeah.
All this.
And that springing thing was getting on my nerves.
All this was just like
constantly
doing this thing.
Yeah. And
getting in the way while she was trying to knit. And it was driving her crazy.
Yeah. So
she switched.
So that was my 2 purchases.
But yeah, once you have enough weight on there, I think it'll.
Yeah, and I totally agree.
They are really
and I do. I love how they
they're really nice to knit with.
These were what size? These are size 6s.
Did you use those for you knit your the poof on that, didn't you?
Nope.
No,
remember, I got it and I was going to switch, and you said no because it might change the gauge.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of glad I didn't, but so I don't know. We'll see. I'll give it another try, but it just. My patience in this was just driving me nuts. So that was all my purchase from what do you call it?
Yeah. And I just got, like I said, I just got the needles because I realized I was I almost switched one of my projects to different needles, and I was like, why am I going to do that? That is a real pain. And so I was like, forget it. I'm just going to get new needles. And so I've got them on there. And then, so we did that on Friday and Saturday. And then because our friend Sarah, who owns String Theory in Absecon, this was her first wool walk. And, you know, she just opened up the store in November, and she's still building an inventory. Yeah. So she had texted me, like, actually on Friday, she texted me asking me if I had any yarn that I could bring to her. And I was like, oh, it's all in South Orange, so no. But what I decided to do, I told her, I can't bring you anything right now, but how about we do a surprise pop-up on Sunday? So I ended up doing a show on Sunday as well.
I did not. I was burnt out.
Yeah. So I was in Absecon on Sunday, which was very fun. I got to meet the dyer behind Little Loopy. Yes. Little Loopy Yarn. Or Little Loopy Fiber, who was really cool. Kayla is her name, and her and her partner are working on, they have a, what is it called? It's a Kickstarter. They have a Kickstarter right now because they are working on opening up a...
Wait, is it Little Loopy, is it this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's her.
Because there's a couple of Loopies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's working on starting a... No. Anyway, she's working on starting a knitting and book shop, or a bookstore and knitting store. And she already has
I'm so excited.
I know. It's going to be near Hershey, PA. Like Mechanicsville. Does that sound right? I don't know if that's right.
I don't know.
It's near Hershey. It's going to be near Hershey. I don't know that area very well, so I'm not going to try to tell you anything about that because I don't know. But so go follow her. She's Little Loopy. She's already got a book. It's a book club and yarn club where you can get and I guess they do monthly Zooms, and they talk about the book. So you can order the book and a skein of yarn that coordinates, and then they do a Zoom where you can share, like it's a book club, so they talk about the book, and if you have made something with the skein of yarn, you can share that too. How much fun is that?
Yes.
Knitting and book club. So that's awesome. So so I got to meet her. She's very lovely. She was a music teacher, and now I think she's a school counselor, but she's going to be, I think she said she's leaving that to go full time with the Yarn and Bookshop, I think.
Now, there is, however, a deadline, though, for the Kickstarter.
Oh,
they have until May 23rd to hit their goal.
Oh, okay.
So just keep that in mind if you want to contribute to their Kickstarter. But all that information is on their Instagram bio. But
yeah, so
that seems, because the world needs more of that. We need and two things put together: bookstore and yarn. Like
books and yarn.
If that was closed, I'd be broke and probably moved in there.
Yeah, so that might be a problem for us actually. But no, really, really cool. Really, really cool.
Yeah.
So then I also wanted to mention, because like I said, I was there with Sarah. She has a new design on Ravelry, which I wanted to show you guys.
Sarah's?
Yeah, but I can't
have it.
Oh, you have it. Okay, well, hopefully she'll bring it up and we can show it. But she was selling, I guess, the yarn, and then during the wool walk, if you bought the yarn, you could get the pattern for free, I think. Oh, I found it.
Here it is.
Okay, you found it. We found it at the same time. That's funny. So it's called the Cove Bag. Yep, it's called the Cove Bag.
Yeah.
The Cove Bag, and it's by Sarah Murray. So it's a crocheted pattern. It is super cute.
Yeah, I bought it.
So that's Sarah's.
I bought the pattern, the bag.
That's the pattern. It's knit. It's crocheted in cotton. I was going to try to make it, but maybe
I don't know when she was going to try to make it, because
I really wanted to. Because it's so cute, and I have all this left. I have all this yarn from the pandemic, from when Knit Picks had their.
I have that same amount of yarn.
I know, because we were gonna make pillows.
Yeah.
You know how many pillows got made?
0.
So
well, no, you made a pillow.
I made a pillow, but it was for Jonah, and it
Yeah.
was totally different yarn because
Yeah.
he wanted the same yarn that I had used previously for
Yeah.
him. Love that kid. He was actually just talking about that yesterday because I dyed sock yarn
Right.
that with the same colors, kind of, and he was like, "You should dye that again, Mom."
Oh.
I'm like, maybe someday. Anyway, but yeah, so super cute bag, and yeah, she was doing, I guess, where you got the pattern if you bought the yarn there, and she said that she sold out of all of the yarn for this,
which is awesome.
that she had.
Yeah.
So yeah, so like that's what I said. She was super. You know, people came down and checked her out since she was new, and you know. So I went down and I spent the day on Sunday, and we had a very nice time. We had a great time. I mean, we always have fun when we go up there. But yeah, and I got to meet Kayla and her partner, and yeah, I got to see some of you too. So, and I apparently do not know how to use this and should stop playing with it. Oh my gosh! All right, so then you've got some other.
So then, I knew. Now this was the beginning of April, though.
So this is
Gina of. Can I say the name being so?
Yeah.
Skein Cocaine originally, and then Instagram was being Instagram. And, but on there she's called Gina's Knit Club now.
Yeah, on Instagram she's Gina's Knit Club, but she is Skein Cocaine.
Yeah, so she was doing a fundraiser for her dog. Her dog has some medical issues. She needs to raise $10,000, so she did these... sockets, I guess. Yeah.
Little sock sets here.
Little sock sets.
Oh, that's fun.
Yes. So, that one, let me see. Where is...
Oh, do you want me to just read it? It's A Walk with Buddy.
Yeah, Walk with Buddies, 468 yards on your grams, 75% Italian merino, and 25% nylon. And I think what I'm going to do, my plan for that one, is I'm going to pick something out of the sock project.
Oh.
To make something fun with that. So stay tuned. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet.
That's pretty.
Yeah, it is really pretty.
That's a really fun, super bright. This looks like it might be the fluorescent, like the glow in the...
Yeah.
Look at it. It's like
a Jonah
glowing
color.
And like...
Yep.
Look, it looks like it's glowing on there.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
So I'm pretty excited to start that. So that'll be...
Very, very pretty.
Yeah, that's my plan for this. I'm trying to buy yarn with a purpose, or at least... Now, you know what I mean? Like, figure out what I'm going to do with it. That helps me better.
Yeah.
So, but that was that.
Yeah. Okay.
And then, so what else we do?
And I think we had a few knitting, like...
Yeah, I did.
Did you make it to Monday?
No, I haven't done any Mondays in a while.
I think
you did.
I didn't make it to this past Monday, but I went the Monday before that.
Right.
And then we
did a Wednesday. And I did a Thursday with you last week.
And we did a Thursday. And I managed to get over to Tuesday night knitting at... I managed to get over to... Not this past Tuesday, but the Tuesday before. I managed to get over to Tuesday night knitting at the Knitting Niche in Ocean City. And I dropped off some yarn. So if you're in the Ocean City area... Well, also I restocked Sarah when I was there on Sunday of the Wool Walk, so she's been restocked, and oh my gosh, my brain. And Vicky has been restocked over at Ocean City. She has. I know she's got. I was running low on yarn, so she's gonna have more restock when we do our show there. But she does. I did restock her on some DK. She's got Iris and Message in a Bottle. I think I got her Wyeth's Winter. I also gave her Tiny Moments, and I got her Tiny Moments on the Yak, and I think Robinson on the Yak. So if you want to see some of those new colors that I have, and you haven't been able to make it to a show, head over to Ocean City. She's got some of them, and Sarah, or head to Absecon, because Sarah's got some of my new colors as well. I think Sarah's got Iris on. That might not be true. I might have run out of that at the show. I don't remember. She may have Iris on Hope, possibly. And I think she's got Message in a Bottle. And so go check them out. They both have some yarn in stock. I had so many people tell me, We saw your yarn because I was in 4 stores during the wool walk.
Yes.
So I was at the local yarn store. My yarn was there, and then 3 different stores also have and some people, even though Vicky wasn't part of the wool walk, people just were like, oh well, they knew, because she's been in business for 41 years now. So people just were like, oh, we're all the way down in Nipseka, we'll just hit Ocean City too. So people stopped in there too. So yeah, so I had lots of people say, we saw your yarn here there, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. Because I was saying to Kiesha, this time last year I wasn't in any stores.
Yeah.
And now I'm in 5. So
I remember you talking to Deb about it, and
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. So yeah, so you can find me in some different stores around. And then it was Maryland Sheep and Wool.
Yes. And we hold on. We did have beautiful weather.
Really?
Well, it started
85
off
is not beautiful.
Well,
yeah, when we first got there,
it was nice. It was cloudy.
Too bad.
Yeah, it was cloudy actually.
That lasted
and then the
for
sun,
about a half an hour.
Yeah, and then it became hella hot, and it's kind of hard.
I was wearing this, and I was dying. It was so hot.
I had on a skirt and a summer black shirt, but still, I don't know. It's hard to shop for yarn when
it's that hot,
80-something degrees. Because then it's a nice day, so then more people were coming. So I was definitely overstimulated. I think
there was a lot.
It was a lot of people
this year. We ran into our friends Kate and Kim from the Knitting Posse.
Yes,
who agreed with us it was too hot.
Well, first we ran into Kate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kate with Michael in Michael's booth of Upland Fiber Co.
I love them.
Did you want to show what you got from Upland Fiber Co?
Here's my purchases. Mm-hmm. So I got this, and I think I'm going to order the other color. Rob wants a third because Eyebrows and I are going to share something. A shawl. So, but he liked these colors. And also like the tan, but I thought the other one was going to be, which is the same colors that Deb.
Nice together. Yeah, that's too funny.
Which is hilarious, but
and this is his.
That is his core
fingering, which is 50% American Cormo and 50% American Corriedale.
And the colors are Pewter and Storm.
Which
That was
the next thing that happened.
That was pretty intense.
That was.
Yeah. And really scary.
Yes,
you guys can probably go on to...
he staples them. That's interesting.
Go on to the Maryland Sheep and Wool. Well, I know the Facebook page has a lot of photos of the rain and the hail.
Yeah.
That we had. It was
nuts. And so I lived in Missouri for 8 years and in Oklahoma before that when I was in college. And I will be completely honest with you, I was very nervous because it was hot. It was 85 degrees hot. And this storm came out just out of nowhere. And it was one of those this is tornado type of weather. This is
there were tornado warnings, by the way.
So yeah. So hail, good size hail.
Wind.
The poor the vendors. Oh my goodness. Our favorite artist one. Did you see
the Lion Pottery?
No. The you got some of her prints.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
She was
I can't remember her name.
Outside, and some of her her. I'm hoping that her prints were salvageable because they were in plastic sleeves. But she had some originals.
Yeah.
That had fallen down and were in the puddles. It was very...
And it's a shame because that's you have no control over that. They came in so fast and so quick.
There was nothing anybody could do.
There were a lot of people who had... But it was more people that wanted to support the artists and stuff. Because again... The people that do the whole Maryland Sheep and Wool, they don't have control over the weather. There's you know what I mean? Because usually,
and this was a crazy storm.
Yeah, usually it rains.
Yeah,
or it might have rained, or it's hot. But this was. I mean, we had all weather systems in one day.
This was crazy.
That was crazy.
That's why it made me so nervous, because it very
popped up
much
quick.
reminded me of the storms that we would get out in Missouri.
Yeah.
That you can't plan for. Like, there's no planning for
just...
that. Yeah. So if you are interested in supporting any of the makers, I believe that if you go to the
page,
Wool page,
but I think it's a Facebook page, and I think it's people who like I can't speak for Maryland Sheep and Wool, the what do you call it, the people that run that.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing, but I know other people are just kind of jumping in and
posting
and listing. So
some of the people that got affected by the storms. So but it was hot.
It was hella hot.
But we had a nice time.
Yeah, no, we had a great time. I had a great time. I mean, I was just hot. I was really hot. Yeah.
Which it makes me wonder, like, you did buy some yarn. I bought no yarn, but do I need yarn? Let's be honest. I have yarn. So, and I would love to be able to knit with someone else's yarn, but I'm not at that point in my dyeing journey right now. At some point I'll get there, but I'm not there right now. So, so Kiesha got that.
I got that. And
do you have a project plan?
Rob and I are torn. So there's a couple of shawls. It's shawls because he and I are sharing. And
very cool.
Yeah. So
very nice.
So this is not sure what we're going to do with it yet.
But that wasn't our first purchases, but with that we were talking about people, so that's how that came up.
Oh yeah. So, but what was your first purchase?
I think Cottontail. I think we both were.
That wasn't my first purchase.
That wasn't your first purchase. Oh, okay. We did go into Matterroot. Matterroot's always my first stop.
Yeah. So while they were in Matterroot, I walked down.
Okay, but she has a new bag design that she only had it in the medium size, which is the size that I already have 2 of her bags.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
She didn't have it in the small size, so I'm like, when she gets it in the small size, she said she's going to be working on the print plates so that she can make it for the smaller size. When she gets it in the smaller size, I'm definitely getting a sock sack, because that's the size I really wanted, but she didn't have it, and it was gorgeous. Oh my goodness, it was so pretty. It had green like fern leaves were the print inside, and it was like a blue and gold plaid, right?
Yeah.
And then a green
with that wax bottom.
Canvas. The wax canvas was like a mossy, like very close to my mossy color. It was so pretty, but I was like, I already have 2 of that size, and I really didn't need a third, so I held off, and I said, Rhinebeck, or next year Maryland Chicken Wool, whichever. So that was our first stop, and then I wandered down to Haynes.
Haynes.
That's right. You disappeared over to Haynes.
Yes.
Yep.
So because I wanted to get their, I guess their show color.
Oh, they had a show color. Okay. I didn't realize
they had 2 of them.
Oh, those were both of them. Show color. Okay.
Yes. So this one is called Festival Food. And the other one is My Living Is Not in Vain. And the story behind it, this one is,
that's really cool.
I guess it's cool. You can go to their page, and she has like a whole thing written about the name behind the name. Oh, I did that weird glitch thing. Oh my gosh. But it's a seizure.
It is? Mm-hmm. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But this one, like, I guess doesn't really, about eating and stuff like that, but festival foods, like that's their thing. And the other one is like, I guess it's nice to see your yarn and stuff, like in other people's like, works of art and stuff like that. So and that is 100%. I'm 100%
with that. I love seeing my yarn knit by all of you. It's so cool. Is
that considered sport weight, or I thought SC?
They're fingering. Superwash merino.
Superwash. But doesn't
yards, 100 grams.
SW also mean sport weight though? I thought.
No, it's superwash.
Oh, okay. Superwash merino. It's 400 yards, 100 grams, and yeah. So this is something else. I just wanted the the show colors on, but I really like them, and they're different than the usual colors I get. So I got to figure out like maybe a shawl or a color work and something. I don't know.
Very
but
pretty.
I still have, like, you heard what I said. I said a shawl or color work and something. So
Yeah,
that was my first purchase.
And that's 100% superwash merino. There's no nylon in that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's very cool.
So that's that. And then I guess my second purchase was
we headed over to Cottontail.
Yes.
Cottontail Farms. Isn't that what it's called?
Cute.
Cottontail Farms?
Yeah, Cottontail.
Cottontail Farm, yeah.
Yeah.
So I just put this in here because it was in this one, but I was actually walking around Maryland Sheep and Wool knitting with this one. So this has Jonah socks in it.
Yeah.
So I stole the bag from this. So I was like,
they both go perfectly with the bags.
I know, isn't that so good? Look at that. So that's like, and this matched. So I was wearing this outfit, like I was, and I didn't even do that on purpose. Like literally, this I bought at Rhinebeck because I loved the mushrooms.
Yeah.
And so, and I don't know how many people I sent over to this booth. But I sent a lot of people over there because I was just walking around. Thank you, Justine. They should be thanking you, Justine, really, because I think you've sent a lot of people their way. But I was walking around Maryland Sheep and Wool. I didn't even realize it's mushrooms and snails. How cute is that?
Wow.
Oh my goodness. That's so cute. Look at that.
Sugar honey iced tea.
I didn't realize that there were snails on there too. How adorable is that? So I was wearing this and everybody's stopping me and saying, where did you get that? That's so cool. And I was sending them over to Cottontail Farm. And then I decided I needed a second one because, well, I have like 5 pairs of socks on the whatever. Anyway, so this one is so cute because look at that. They're sheep with sweaters on. And I think one is a cat that is possibly knitting. I'm not sure. Anyway, but yeah.
That's so cute.
Cute is that? And yes, Kiesha's right. That totally matches my Woolens and Nosh yarn from Rhinebeck. Oh no, from Woolen Folk 2 years ago.
Oh.
Well, a year and a half ago, I guess, technically. And that's as far as I've got.
2023? Yes.
2023.
I didn't even make it down there then.
I know you didn't.
Yeah.
I made sure I did. That was the one thing that I think I did on Thursday night.
Oh, yes, you did. Yeah.
I was like, that was the only place I wanted to get to was over there. Yep. So,
and then I bought from Cottontail Farm a little project sock bag.
Yeah, that's cute.
That little handle.
And it coordinates with the bag.
With my big, so I have a bigger bag, like project bag or whatever, but yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, that's sorry.
Fun. And I actually did get a second purchase from Cottontail, which I guess I'll show you now, because I didn't buy it when I first got that because I was like, oh, I don't know. Right. Maybe do I want them or do I not want them? I decided I wanted them because
they're so cool.
Last Tuesday night when I was at knitting in Ocean City, I had, because I do center pull, because I like to do center pull. Mm-hmm. Well, my balls had like disintegrated into themselves and became this, because I'm doing 2 at the same time, they gotten all tangled together and it was a mess. So Vicky and Beth, thank you so much, ladies, helped me untangle my mess of yarn. So since I had already started doing, because Vicky's like, pull from the outside, then it won't happen. And I'm like, well, I've already started.
I like it from the middle,
again. So I decided to get try these sleeves out, which seem like they're going to be pretty cool. And they're just so pretty. Look at this one. Sorry, Justina has butterflies on it. I apologize now. Look away. But the colors are just so pretty, so I had to get it. And then this one also, which says Chasing Sunset.
That plane is flying.
Yes, it is. Like in the...
Like very low.
It's in the porch with us. So I got that too.
That one's cute.
Which also is ready for Pride Month, it looks like. Anyway, so super pretty. I got those. Those were my Cottontail Farm purchases. And then did I purchase again or was yours next? I think mine was next, wasn't it? Yeah. So then you've probably heard Kiesha talk about my bag that I bought in 2018 from the Library of Congress.
The bag that was screaming to be retired.
That I've had to sew the straps back on multiple times and was starting to wear holes in the bottom of it.
But I will say that you hand sewed the...
Yes, I did.
Yeah, so hats off to her son because... Think about it. And when I tell you, like, her bags, she stuffs them with everything. Everything. The fact that those straps that she hand sewed back stayed... I am amazed. amazed.
So I've retired that bag. And so that was one of the things
We
that
should
I
have a
knew,
ceremony for it.
Yeah. That was one of the things I knew I wanted to look for when we were at Maryland. I wanted a new bag, and I wanted it to be a tote bag. It's because that's just what I use. Like, I have all of my little things in little, here, I'll show you. I have everything in little bags inside of my, like, I have these little bags so that when I'm moving, that, like, if I decide that, because when we go to shows, I usually carry a backpack because it's just easier. So I can just grab out the bags that I need. So I have everything in these little bags. So I love having a tote bag where I can just toss them all in, and then I
have
only
85
have to,
pouches.
Yes, I have a few. I have a few pouches. But anyway, it's all good.
What do you call the dolls? The stackable dolls. I forget what they're called.
I can't think what they're called either.
Yeah, but that's what Hope's purse is like.
Anyway, yeah, I have lots of little bags. Anyway, it's all good. And then I can also throw my project bag in there too. It's all good. I forgot there's a fan in the bottom of that
Jeez.
one. So with the sun starting to come out. So anyway, so I wanted a tote bag. This one's really nice. It has a zipper pocket inside, which I like too. That's nice. My old one did not, just an outside pocket, which I realized I did like because I had my pins on it.
Yeah.
And then if they fell off, they fell into the pocket.
Not onto the street.
Yeah. I lost a pin the other day off my bag. So that's the other thing. I'm not really sure about putting pins on here because I'm afraid that the backs will fall off and then I'll lose the pins.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure about that. But I do have my I got a couple of little keychain things that I was able to just attach. So
that's cool.
Got a little sheep and a little descent. And then this one is from our friend Jen. It says fiber friends are the best friends. But yeah, so it's really cool. You have it has a little latch this way with a little button. I don't even know if you probably can't see. Here we go. Oh man, I think the tag is I have a sticker. I will be right back because I can't remember who made this. I think it's like mid mitten something that doesn't.
Isn't it on the side of it?
Oh, it is. There it is. Good eye. Mid Miller Designs?
Yep.
Mid Miller Designs? Or no, it is mitten. And that's a mitten in the background. I think it's mid, but doesn't that look?
Yeah, it's a mitten. Yeah, it's mitten.
Mid Mitten Designs. So, very pretty.
Yeah.
Handmade bag. It's got the Harris tweed and then these lovely long leather straps, which is really nice. And then a brown wax canvas bottom. So really, I mean, those are my colors. Like, that's my jam. So I saw this and I was like,
it has Hope written all over it.
Yep. So it's really cool. It's got this where you can, my keys are on it right now, but you can close it up this way and then you can close it up this way too. So it kind of like closes it all up, which I kind of thought was neat too, because my old bag, there was no way to close it up. So
so that didn't zip or anything. It was just a...
No, it was just a big... It had... You could take the... Like, there was a second lining that you could pull out, and then it was a big drawstring.
Oh, okay.
But I never used it because it was not really... very
feasible.
usable. Yeah, so I got a bag. I'm very excited. And I love it, and I've been using it since. So, yeah, that was my big purchase at Maryland.
My turn?
That's it for me.
Okay. So, we went to Loop Fiber Studio, and I got a sweater quantity wine of yarn there. I'll just show you. So the main color is going to be this one, and then I guess the contrast color is going to be this. So I'll show you guys this is the sweater that I'm going to do. So the main body, let's see.
I love the names of the yin yang yarn.
Yeah,
she did not get ones that coordinate, but this one's called Damned If You Do. So I'm assuming there's another color somewhere that's Damned If You Don't. And, and this one's above. So my guess is there's another one that's beyond.
Yeah. So, but this is the sweater that I'm going to do. And on the sleeve, there's like a little bit of a contrast. So then I bought the mini. And I think, what was it? The blue one?
Yeah, the blue one mini that was on the
so the name of the sweater is, I cannot pronounce it. It is a koi pullover.
Koi pullover, I guess.
Yeah, and it's by Ozuko.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's the sweater I'm going to do. So, what?
Okay, that's interesting. Because then we were looking at the Wandering Flock. Now I'm confused.
I know.
I'm like,
well, it's published in.
Was that the same person? I thought there was a.
I don't know.
Very confused.
I'm so confused by this, but
yeah. I wish you knew what the names of these other two of the minis are, because this one
actually her name is
to be.
So that's the website. Her name is Serena.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like her. Okay, now
Yeah.
I got it. I was like very confused because I thought the person's name was different, and I was like,
It's a tribute to her cats, who are yarn inspectors.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is the same. Those are the same color, but I wish.
Yeah. So this is the body, and then.
I wish we knew what the two minis names were.
Yeah, she doesn't have her just mini bundles.
Yeah, they don't say.
Because they're, I guess they're like leftovers or something.
Yeah, well, she had big skeins of these two, but you didn't need a big skein. I mean, it was literally like what, the cuff of one sleeve?
Yeah, it's just the cuff, the front cuff of one sleeve.
Yeah.
So that was that purchase.
So cool.
And that's 100% extra fine merino, and it's worsted. And then you have any more? No.
No, I'm done.
My final purchase was white birch, and this is self-striping.
The sun.
Self-striping. And the name of this color is Eat the Rich. And is 80% superwash. Eat the Rich.
Funny. I love it. That's so funny. Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna have to have a big belly.
I apologize. I'm glowing. I hope I'm not blinding.
Oh my god, stop. So 80% superwash, 20% nylon. It's 400 yards. It's fingering weight. This I'm either gonna do socks or the hat. She had a hat next to it. I think I might do that. It's called a checker work hat by Vexy. So
that's cool.
But I got a plan for it. So, and then that ended.
Oh, she had one. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. She had a color there. I think it was something about garden or flowers or roses or, man, I'm good. Vintage rose or something like that, maybe. I don't know. But the color was absolutely, it was like a green with like a purple, and it was, if I had time.
And then she had a lot of samples there.
Yes,
that
she had them.
I was going to buy the yarn, but there wasn't a pattern. And then she was trying to tell me, and I was like, yeah, I'm not that girl. I need a recipe.
Yeah. So I think possibly at Rhinebeck, I might get, if she still has that color. It was so pretty. It was so pretty. But I was like, when am I going to have time to knit that? Not anytime soon. So might as well just leave it there. Hopefully somebody who does have time to knit it will get it, because it wasn't this girl. But it was so pretty. I kept looking at it and I was like,
yeah, there was a lot of, so if it wasn't so hot, it was just, because after a while, we were all like, it was funny because when we left, like I think we were all done a few minutes before we left, and it was funny because we were literally leaving. We were leaving because we were all just exhausted, but we also, as we were like, we're done, the rain started to come down, and just like drips. It wasn't too bad. Big drips, but
by the time we were pretty soaked by the time we got to the car.
Because I made everybody stop and take a picture because we
had to get our picture.
And I didn't get a lot of picture or film. Because I was also super hot.
I know, we didn't take, we got a picture with Kate. And that was it. We saw people, and normally we would take pictures. We saw our friend Jenny, who is the owner of Rose and Pearl. Yeah. She was in the Feederbrook booth. I honestly don't even remember looking at anything in the Feederbrook booth.
Yeah, you guys talked for a while, and Deb and I were looking, but it was just so
It was so hot
and humid.
I mean, I usually look at Feederbrook. I love their yarn.
Yeah.
They do the same type of yarn as like a spin cycle, the color changing yarn.
But it's so freaking hot.
I looked at nothing in there because that was one of our last stops, and I was so hot and tired.
And they're always down at the end. Yeah, they definitely had a lot of the vendors spread apart this year, which I thought, it was good because everybody
wasn't on top of each other.
Yeah,
but it was
a nice little workout
there, and it was
hot and humid.
It was really hot by that point. I mean, even when we stopped, because we stopped and saw Kate and Michael early on, I think it was just the right before noon. Yeah. It was already getting hot. Actually, that's when I rolled my pants up.
Yeah.
because
It
I
was
was
just
like,
and we saw Deb and her husband and they were hot
great.
and we were, oh my God.
Yeah.
It was hot.
It was just
I know a lot of
hot.
people complained about like they turned around because somebody it took an hour for them to get in. Like we got there at the perfect time.
Yeah. I mean that's the thing though. I mean, even though it's a big show, I always feel like if you didn't get there until later in the afternoon, you'd still have time.
Yeah.
You'd still have time to walk around. And there's always Sunday too. That's the other thing. You don't have to go unless there's something that
specific
you're like,
that you want.
I really want. But then if you're going to do that, you need to be there at 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So if you're coming down and you're not aiming for either afternoon or like late morning or something, or very first thing in the morning, you're going to be stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
You
Regardless, it just is.
I mean, really, you're better off to come in the afternoon after lunch or to come on Sunday if you're not going to go first thing in the morning. Because we sat in traffic. I mean, we didn't sit in that much traffic, but we sat in traffic.
Well, stuff like that, there's going to be traffic.
Exactly. But we're used, we knew.
Yeah.
We knew we were going to get stuck in traffic. Like, we didn't.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I never understood why people are so surprised that there's traffic. I'm like, you're going
it's
to
a big show. It's
festival, and it's a nice day.
I know. I don't know how many people were there, but
yeah,
it was a lot.
It was a lot. So. And that's what I say. I feel like it's one of those days too, where it's like, oh, it's going to be sunny today. Let's grab the kids, and people are looking for stuff to do like that. So I'm sorry, people, don't be surprised. I mean,
it was, but it was. I mean, it was.
It was hot. Yeah,
but so much to see.
Yeah,
really. We saw some really neat bags, which we also went. Oh, that's just hot. I mean, they were really cool. They were like felted wool bags.
Oh, and I love the story behind it, but my body just...
that felt like a fall purchase, not a spring summer purchase. So,
what do you remember the name of her? I can't
remember.
I guess I have to look in the book.
They were really cool.
They were really cool. And she was so nice and very knowledgeable and stuff.
A lot of really neat. I mean, if you haven't made, if you're in our area, and you haven't made it to Maryland Sheep and Wool, it's worth it, even if the weather is.
I think now I
definitely layers. Yes, definitely.
I don't want
a little rain. Then
don't want pour down rain. Like last year was a little too much, but a nice little sprinkle and chill, perfect. But hella hot
was
and humid.
There was no airflow was part of it. The one building did have big fans, and we would all camp.
Yeah, and you would see groups of people around, and a lot of guys just standing there. They're waiting for their partners, whatever. But it was just, oh my God,
it was
hot, but it was a good time.
It was neat. Yeah, and you saw. See, we made some purchases. We had a good time. We talked with friends. Yeah, but we did not get really any pictures because we were. Hot.
Yes. So.
But it was really neat seeing Michael. That was Michael's first time at Maryland Sheep and Wool.
So excited.
So that was exciting. If you follow him, you probably saw his video of him holding his racks up while the rain and wind was blowing, and then the flood on the ground. Cece's wool, I know, packed up and left Saturday night. They had, because theirs had flooded, and
and it's unfortunate.
Yeah. So. But that's, I mean, unfortunately, that's part of
festival
life. Yeah, you're at the will of the weather sometimes. I'm
not a fan of outside festivals anymore, but because they're either every once in a while you get that perfect one, and then some you get them where they're hot or
it's tricky
or rain.
It's very tricky.
Now I will say this on when I first started doing shows and stuff the Makers Festival and stuff like that, every year, I don't know how,
the weather was
best
perfect.
Weather. Always had. And
I know the one year I went and visited you, it was beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful weather.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Well, you and we did the one up in Tuckerton.
Oh, that was awful.
That was freezing cold.
It was freezing cold, and it was windy, and they had
and we were near the fire pit. Yeah.
They had a fire pit, and we were
got
downwind of it. And every time, we would have customers come into the booth, and you could, if you looked up at them, your eyes were burning from the fire.
But guess what? I don't know. Gun to my head, I think I picked that over the heat.
Oh, I know. Woo. But that reminds me, the fires are all under control. done now, right?
Yeah.
And so our drive up to the wool walk on Friday, we had to drive through the area that had been part of the
and it was still a lot of smoke and
pinelands were on fire, and Kiesha was
yeah,
her eyes were burning.
And I'm usually not that person, but for some reason, like, it was my eyes. Oh my God. And it took a minute for me to.
And it was quite a few
and you could taste it. Yeah. It was a few. Yeah. But.
And then thankfully, because we drove up and back, thankfully the rain came the next day.
Yeah. And that was it.
That was it. It was all, so it was much better.
Yeah.
But yeah, thankfully those have all been controlled and because one of our friends, did you see?
I saw that. Yeah, it was like
one of our viewers had right up to her front yard, in her front yard. So
she was standing in her driveway and they were able to cut it off. They actually, I forget what they did. They started a fire to keep
I think they did some controlled burns, but she was okay and everything. But oh, it's scary. Yeah, we've had a lot of, I feel like every time I go past the little forest fire sign, it's been high risk of fire.
It has been a dry spring.
Time. Yeah.
Because last year we had 6 weeks of water in our basement, so.
Yeah.
And this year it's been
dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's been rough. So. Well, I think that's, did we get everything? So, So we told you we're going to have, we'll talk about it more, but we have a show coming up. We're going to be just knitting. Oh, that's what we need to talk about. We're going to be knitting. We're not vending at the Pride Fest in Ocean City. We are just knitting. So you are more than welcome to come. We'll bring a few extra chairs.
Yeah.
But we're going to bring our chairs and we're just going to sit.
Bring your chair.
Yeah, bring your chair too.
When you say we're going to have chairs, where are you getting chairs from?
I don't have all that many chairs. Yeah. I mean, I'll bring the 4 folding chairs that I have, but that's probably it. We'll probably be using all the chairs that we have. So if you want a chair, bring like one of those like fold up camp chairs, And
if you want, bring a beach chair.
Or a beach chair or whatever. And come and just sit and hang out and knit with us. I'm not sure. I still haven't figured out. She sent a thing. I'm not sure if it's inside or outside. I kind of think it's inside. I'm not 100% sure.
So don't bring your beach chair. I don't know.
That's what I was saying.
And they might have chairs in there. I don't know. We'll have to find. Yeah.
We'll have more information on our next, because we have an episode coming out before that. Yeah, definitely. So I'll have more information for you. She sent out an email yesterday, and I was kind of confused whether it's inside or outside. I honestly would like it. Inside sounds lovely, because then I don't have to worry about
sunscreen.
Yeah, exactly, about sunburns. So we're just going to be sitting and knitting and hanging out. We're going to have a little bit of information about like the benefits of knitting. So we'll have that on a table. We'll have our sign for Pine Barren Knits, so we can, it's more of a
community thing.
We're just going to be knitting and hanging out. So if you want to come and knit with us, and just kind of letting people know that we're around, and that we're going to be knitting all summer long on the boardwalk, and then we have a show coming up in Ocean City on the 6th and 7th of June at the Knitting Niche. So if you want to come see us there, and then that will be an actual show where we'll have jewelry, yarn, lots of samples for you to get inspiration. And then we're knitting on the beach on June 4th. I think that's everything.
Yep.
So, all right. If you enjoy spending time with us,
give us a thumbs up.
Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe. Ring the bell so you get notifications.
Ooh, we are 2 hours.
And share. Please share with your friends, because that's how we grow.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. So, and we appreciate you guys. So thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye.